NFL Week 5 bold predictions. Dalton powers Panthers. Saints stun Chiefs. Get ready for an exciting Week 5 in the NFL. Here are 5 bold predictions that could shake up the league. 1. Andy Dalton leads Panthers past ball-hawking Bears. The Carolina Panthers, struggling defensively, will rely on veteran QB Andy Dalton to deliver a stunning win against the Bears. Dalton, averaging 269.5 passing yards and boasting a 5-to-1 touchdown-to-interception ratio, is primed for revenge against his former team. Expect him to connect with Wr. Deontay Johnson and secure the Panthers' first victory over Chicago. 2. Josh Allen extends interception-free streak. Buffalo Bills QB Josh Allen is on fire with a 6-game interception-free streak. As he faces the Texans, Allen will keep this impressive run alive, showcasing his ability to avoid costly mistakes while leading the Bills to victory. 3. Jaguars finally claim their first win. The Jacksonville Jaguars, currently 0-4, will face the Indianapolis Colts in a must-win situation, with the Colts' recent struggles and their history of losing in Jacksonville. Expect the Jaguars to finally break their losing streak thanks to a standout performance from edge rusher Joshua Hines-Allen. 4. Raiders upset Broncos in Denver. Despite missing All-Pro Wr. Davante Adams, the Las Vegas Raiders will pull off an upset against the Broncos. With Gardner Minshew at the helm, the Raiders will capitalize on Denver's struggles and claim victory in a closely contested game, fueled by a strong defensive showing. 5. Saints stun Chiefs. Hand them first loss. In a surprising twist, the New Orleans Saints will hand the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss of the season. With a resilient defense and a powerful ground game led by Alvin Kamara, the Saints will control the clock and keep Patrick Mahomes from making a comeback. Expect a thrilling showdown as the Saints put the Chiefs in a tough spot early. These bold predictions set the stage for an unforgettable Week 5. Make sure to tune in and catch all the action. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL insights and predictions. NFL denies 49ers request for white uniforms in extreme heat versus Cardinals. In a surprising decision, the NFL has turned down the San Francisco 49ers request to wear white uniforms for their home game against the Arizona Cardinals this Sunday. With temperatures expected to soar to 100 degrees in Santa Clara, the 49ers will stick to their traditional red jerseys. Head coach Kyle Shanahan revealed that the team made the request early in the week. Anticipating the extreme heat, "We got the memo about the heat, so we asked on Monday. But we weren't allowed to change," he said. While the team cannot switch to white jerseys, they may opt for white pants to help mitigate the heat. According to NFL guidelines, uniform decisions must be finalized before the season, with the home team choosing first. As a result, the Cardinals will wear all white uniforms, giving them a slight edge in the sweltering conditions. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning for the Bay Area, with kickoff set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific Time, the hottest part of the day. Shanahan mentioned that some players may receive pre-game IVs to stay hydrated, but he's cautious about pushing hydration too aggressively. Looking ahead, Shanahan suggested that the 49ers might consider wearing all-white uniforms for future October home games to prepare for potential heat waves. "We'll need to make a commitment to that before the year starts," he noted. As the 49ers face the heat, all eyes will be on how they adapt on game day. Aaron Rodgers and Jets face crucial challenge versus 4-0 Vikings in London. The New York Jets were riding high after their first 3 games, but one bad performance has sent them spiraling into chaos as they prepare for a critical matchup against the 4-0 Minnesota Vikings this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time in London. The mood has shifted dramatically after a dismal 10-9 loss to the Denver Broncos last week, where the Jets failed to score a touchdown. Questions about accountability and creativity in the offense have surfaced. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers hinted that head coach Robert Saleh needs to hold players accountable, while receiver Garrett Wilson criticized the lack of offensive innovation, implicitly targeting offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett. Struggles mount for the Jets. Last week's outing was a stark reminder of the Jets' vulnerabilities. Rodgers struggled under pressure, missing crucial throws and suffering a key 4th and 10 hit after Breece Hall failed to pick up a block. Hall's performance was equally disappointing, finishing with just 4 yards on 10 carries, while Wilson was stifled by Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain too, managing only 41 yards. With the game on the line, Greg Zuerlein's missed 50-yard field goal attempt capped off a frustrating day. The Jets have only truly performed well against a Patriots team that currently looks like one of the league's weakest, raising alarms about their potential as a playoff contender. Vikings off to an impressive start. In stark contrast, the Vikings have emerged as one of the NFL's biggest surprises this season. Led by head coach Brian Flores, their defense is confusing opponents with diverse looks, ranking first in expected points added, EPA, through 4 weeks. Quarterback Sam Darnold has elevated his game, boasting a league-best 118.9 passer rating and playing at an MVP caliber level. With commanding victories over the 49ers, Texans, and Packers, the Vikings are on a roll, reshaping perceptions from preseason expectations of a last-place finish in the NFC North to legitimate contenders. High stakes ahead for the Jets. The Jets' schedule doesn't lighten up after London. Following this game, they face 3 of their next 4 opponents, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Houston, who could all pose significant challenges. If they can't secure a win against the Vikings, it might signal a rough November ahead. A loss could not only deepen the current crisis but also prompt major changes within the organization. The Jets need to regroup and find a way to turn their season around before it's too late. As they head to London, the stakes couldn't be higher for the Jets. A victory against a formidable Vikings team could restore confidence and quell the growing unrest. But a defeat could leave them with tough decisions and a long flight home filled with uncertainty. With a frantic drive and OT win, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons may have found their rhythm. As the clock wound down in Thursday night's game, many fans at Mercedes-Benz Stadium began to file out, resigned to the idea that yet another promising season was slipping through the cracks for the Atlanta Falcons. After Kirk Cousins, having a standout passing night, threw a crushing interception with just 1:52 left, it seemed like another classic Falcons disappointment was unfolding. But football is full of surprises, and this game was no different. In a remarkable turn of events, Atlanta executed a stunning last-second drive that culminated in a walk-off touchdown, giving them a 36-30 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This win, coming at a pivotal moment, might just signal the beginning of something special for the Falcons, who now sit at 3-2 and lead their division. A night to remember for KhaDarel Hodge. The hero of the night was undrafted journeyman KhaDarel Hodge, who, prior to this game, had never caught more than 14 passes in a season. On the 4th play from scrimmage in overtime, Cousins found Hodge on a seemingly innocuous 5-yard stop route, but instead of being tackled, Hodge turned on the Jets, evading 7 Buccaneers defenders on an improbable sprint to the end zone. "When I crossed the line, I kind of blacked out," Hodge reflected afterward. "You can't make this up. It's like a movie." His teammates swarmed him, and in a moment of pure joy, he celebrated with the crowd. Hodge's journey, fighting for a roster spot as a 4th or 5th receiver, culminated in a magical moment that he and Falcons fans will never forget. Cousins' composure shines. Kirk Cousins was instrumental throughout the game, leading a frenetic, time-sensitive drive to force overtime. With no timeouts left, he expertly navigated the field, hitting Drake London for a crucial 12-yard gain that allowed the Falcons to spike the ball with just 1 second remaining, setting up a tying field goal by Younghoe Koo. "Every single week, Cousins has been better," said head coach Raheem Morris. "It's just getting better and better." Cousins' ability to execute under pressure showcased his growing chemistry with the team and a steady improvement in the offense's rhythm. Looking ahead, while it's only 1 win in a long season, the Falcons' triumph over the Buccaneers could prove pivotal. They head into their bye week buoyed by a thrilling victory. But the road ahead won't be easy. Questions remain. Can they avoid falling back into old habits? Will they maintain their momentum against teams like Carolina and Seattle? Morris was cautious in his post-game comments, wisely tempering expectations. "I don't want to call ourselves a team of destiny," He said, "There's only one team of destiny every single year. But perhaps this victory is more than just a momentary high. Maybe the Falcons are beginning to shed their reputation for underachievement. If Cousins continues to find his groove and the talent on this roster begins to flourish, they could be in for a much more exciting season than anyone anticipated. After all, in football, you never know how that ball will bounce." John Lynch on Davante Adams trade possibility. We like our group. While a trade for Davante Adams to the San Francisco 49ers appears unlikely at this moment, General Manager John Lynch isn't completely shutting the door on the idea. In an appearance on KNBR's Murph and Marcus, Lynch stated, "We like our group. Davante's a hell of a player." He emphasized the team's current confidence in their roster, despite some injuries, saying, "I think coming in this year, we feel our roster is in a pretty good spot." Lynch added, "One thing we've shown is we're always looking. We're never afraid to see what's out there. We're never afraid to pull the trigger. But right now, we like where our roster is at." Adams has expressed a desire to leave Las Vegas after 2 seasons with the Raiders, who have reportedly indicated to teams that they are open to trading him. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the All-Pro receiver prefers to reunite with either Aaron Rodgers on the New York Jets or Derek Carr on the New Orleans Saints. However, Adams, 31, is also open to other destinations. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, Dallas Cowboys, and 49ers are among teams that have shown interest or are considered potential landing spots for the 6-time Pro Bowler. As reported by NFL Media's Ian Rapoport, the NFL community has come to recognize that Lynch and the 49ers like to play chess while others play checkers. And his latest comments reinforce the notion that nothing is off the table for San Francisco.